Good evening and welcome to Motivational Monday with me, your girl, Jacquie Ooh. Today is Monday, June the 2nd. We are already in the 6th month of the year. Can you all believe it? Yes, we are here. So, thank you so much for tuning in with us on this evening. We are actually going to be flying solo on this evening, so we will not be with you very long. I will be by myself today. So, we had a little change in plans for our show on this evening. But guess what? The show will go on. So thank you all for those of you that are tuning in with us and that has tuned in with us. If you are watching us from wherever you are, go ahead and drop in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're watching this, the replay of this show, go ahead and also put in the comment section #replay. We would love to see where you're watching from, and if you were able to catch us when we were not live. So my name is Jacqueline Johnson, and I am your host for Motivational Monday with Jacquie Ooh. And a little bit about our brand, the Jacquie Ooh brand. We are all about helping women to think well and to live well. And under our brand is our amazing calming butters. Some of you have experienced, oh yes, you have experienced it, the calmness of our calming butters. We have 3 varieties of our calming butters. Also under our brand is our Oh Girl Yes self-care coloring book and things. We also host events, intimate moments with Jacquie Ooh, sip and glow with Jacquie Ooh, and coloring and coffee with Jacquie Ooh. And of course, Motivational Monday with me, your girl, Jacquie Ooh. Motivational Monday, it streams every first Monday of the month. And we have been doing this for 5 years. This past April, we celebrated 5 years of doing Motivational Monday with Jacquie Ooh. And let me tell you, also this year, our 3rd year in a row, we have won the Telly. Yeah, we have won the Telly Award. And the first 2 years, we won the bronze. But this year, we won a silver. And I am so, so grateful. So thank you. Thank you to all of our guests that have been on our show. Thank you to our viewers, because we could not have done this without our guests and without our viewers. Our guests have literally been on our show from all around the world, as well as across the United States. And we have discussed all sorts of topics with women. And I want to share with you before we get off on this evening about keep going, and do not talk yourself out of your blessing, because we can do that. Believe it or not, we can have doubt and we can self-sabotage ourselves. And so I want to share with you about how we even started with the telly. So when I heard about the telly in 2022, I began to research it, and I found out that it was a prestigious award that you can get for online production. And I began to look at the past winners and look at the judges that judged these different shows and commercials and clips and all the things. And the judges were producers from Hulu and Netflix and Paramount and all of these big brands. They were the judges. And I began to think about my show, and I said, you know what? I really want to submit my show, but my show is really not up there with everyone else's. That's what I thought, because, we can kind of not really see ourselves as being up there with others sometimes. And we're like, oh, me, my little video show, nah, they're not going to select me. So I, began to just kind of think about that and how that would look. And I remember talking to one of my cousins one night, and I was sharing with him about how I looked into the Telly Awards and all the things that I was thinking about, and the phone was silent for a while. And so I said, "Are you there?" And he said, "Yes, I'm here." I said, "Did you hear what I said?" He said, "Yeah, I did. I was waiting for you to finish." And so when I finished talking, he began to tell me, why not you, Jacquie? You have an amazing show. Your show is well produced, is very organized. Why do you think that you could not win? And I told him, I don't know, because I don't have this big platform and I don't have all the bells and the whistles to produce the show. And I don't know. And he continued to tell me, yeah, you can do it. That was at the end of 2022. 2023, January 2023, we had an amazing guest, Janae Michelle, all the way out of Long Beach, California. She was our guest on our show, the very first show of the year. We kicked it off with Janae Michelle. And the title of that show was called Girl, It's Time. That was the title of the show. And I said, okay, I'm going to submit this show. I was still battling because I said, I just did, I don't know. I just didn't feel that my show was up to par, even though people were saying, yes, it is. And all the way to the last hour, I submitted that show. I submitted that show. And I said, oh my goodness. That was, I believe I submitted that show in April. I believe it was April when I submitted, or I'm sorry, March. And May, I received an email. And that email was, I had won a Telly Award. I had won a Bronze Telly Award. And I said, oh my God, I won. And I began to sit there and just bask in the moment. And the title of the show that won was titled, Girl, It's Time. And I began to think, I said, girl, it's time. It was your time. It was your season to win that telly. And I said, I did it. We did it. We did it. And so then that was 2023, 2024 rolled around. I said, okay, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought I had put my phone on silent. 2024 rolled around and I said, I'm going to submit another one. And I submitted it with ease. And I said, okay, this year we're going to get the silver. That's what I said. That was 2024. We didn't get the silver. We got the bronze again. But hey, I was taking it because out of 12,000 people entries, we were one of the winners. And I said, okay, 2025, we submitted another one. We submitted our 5-year anniversary. We were going to submit another show, but then our 5-year anniversary, I said, you know what? This is the 5th year. So we should submit this one. We submitted that one. And when we got the email on Tuesday, May the 20th, I was sitting at my desk and it said, congratulations, you have won the silver. The silver. And I said, God, I thank you. Because when I started Motivational Monday in 2020, I didn't even have a desire to do a talk show. That was not even under my radar. And I did it. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the ins and outs. I didn't know anything. I learned along the way. And 5 years later, here we are. And what I learned so many lessons along the way. And even in 2024, I had people reaching out to me to be on my show. I'll never forget when Jocelyn Herman Saccio, she lives in Paris now, when she reached out to me wanting to be on the show. And I looked her up because she was the very first person that had ever contacted me to be on the show. And so when I looked her up and I saw who she was and all the great things she did and all the high profile people she had been involved with, And I said, she wants to be on Motivational Monday with Jacquie O. And God had to remind me, He had to remind me that yes, you are somebody. You are amazing. People do want to be on your show. And I booked a call with her, a discovery call, and we talked. And I asked her, how did she hear about me? And she said she typed in Google, or I think it was YouTube, women empowerment, and I popped up. I said, oh my gosh, I popped up. And she was on my show, and it was amazing, amazing. And from there, other people contacted me. And this was in 2024. This was my time. It was my season. And God showed me in all of that, He showed me that I can do this for you. I got you. I can do this. You just do your part. Stay consistent. Be dedicated. Be diligent. Even when you don't have any people on live viewing, still get on. Still get on and do it, and do a magnificent job as if you have thousands of people viewing you in that moment. That's what we did. Even tonight at the last minute when our guest wasn't going to be on here with us, I said, I didn't prepare anything, but I'm going to still get on. I'm still going to be faithful, and I'm not going to cancel. We're going to be here. And that's what we did. And that's what we're doing. My message to you is to keep going, to don't stop. No matter what it looks like, just keep going. And don't talk yourself out of your blessing. You are amazing. Not to toot my own horn, but when I sit back and I reflect on all of the things that I have accomplished, and how even with this show, I taught myself with graphics, with my website, all the things that I have done with the Jacquie O brand. It was things that I said, I want to do this. I learned how to do it. And I stayed the course. Stay the course. Stay the course. Stay the course. Don't quit. Don't abort the mission. Don't abort it. Don't abort it early because it doesn't look the way you think it should look. It's not going as fast as you think it should go. Don't abort the mission. Don't do it. Stay the course. Stay focused. We all have a purpose. We all have a path. We all have a season. Listen, my father talked about that on Sunday, and I posted that a little earlier today about the seasons. And sometimes we're in a wilderness season. Sometimes we're in a plentiful season. And sometimes we're in an in-between season. But you know what? The beauty about seasons is that they're not continuous. They're only for a specific time. That's just like when we look at the fall, the spring, the summer, and the winter. Those are seasons that's only for a specific time. They are not continuous. I know sometimes in the summer, it's hot in Texas. We may think that, oh my gosh, when is summer ever going to end? But it does end. And it's the same with the seasons. They end. And we're not going to always be in the plentiful season. We're not going to always be in the, the wilderness season and the in-between season. We're not going to always be there. But what I wanted to share with you today is that you are right where you need to be in the time that you need to be. And so I just appreciate you all. I appreciate how you have stuck with us for Motivational Monday with Jacquie O. I appreciate how you have just supported us through these 5 years. 5 years we have been doing it, and you have been rocking with us. And the lessons that I've learned with Motivational Monday is that you just keep going, keep pushing, keep pushing. And when it is your season to burst through, you're going to do it. I was thinking about how, when the doors just like open, the floodgate doors open of the blessings, and we're already being blessed on our show. But I was just thinking like how when they really open and people say, oh, I'm just going to walk on through the door. I was thinking, I'm not walking through the door. I'm going to be turning and flipping and jumping. I hope I don't break anything when that happens. But that is what I am going to be doing when, it's my time, when it's my time. So again, my message to you tonight is to keep going, to don't stop, keep pushing, and just know that there's not failures when it comes to this. It's nothing, it's no such thing as a failure. It's a learned lesson. And we learn lessons from everything. We learn lessons from the good, we learn from the bad, we learn from the in between. We learn the lessons. So I hope you guys really enjoyed us on this evening. Again, I told you it's going to be really brief, that we are coming in and popping right out. But this message was just for you to know that you have to keep going. Don't stop. Keep pushing through. And I hope you have a good rest of your month. And let's take this month as our month of sitting back and reflecting on what we have accomplished the first part of the year, because we only have 6 more months left, and this year is already going by really quickly. So we will see you guys next month. Yes, we will be here next month, the first Monday of July. We will be back for Motivational Monday with Jacquie O. And go ahead and check us out. Go to our website at www.jackieo.com and see all of the wonderful things that we have going on with our calming butter. You can book an event with us if you like, our coloring book. And thank you to those of you that support us and purchase our products. We have some great loyal customers that have been with us for 5 years as well. And we are just grateful. We're grateful for all things, and we're grateful for you as well. So until next month, y'all keep shining, keep going, and keep pushing. And we'll see you next month. Bye.